morning.
Morning.
Is it going to do the thing where it zooms on us, or are we going to be good?
I think it's good.
That's what happens whenever we do this right next to the router. Ooh, her hair looks cute today. Oh my God. I had not washed my hair in a week, and I woke up this morning and realized that I had a rat's nest in my hair. Oh. Not like the rats we saw last night in Pentagon City.
That was gross.
But yeah, there was.
Look at those little birds jumping down the stairs. Those aren't birds.
Oh, that's not a bird. That's a rat. Big guys too, like the size of Louie.
No, they were big.
All right, they were big.
They weren't the size of Louie, but
Yeah.
Louie would have been scared. They were big enough.
Yeah. Well, it's like, all right, remind if I'm ever homeless, do not go sleep in the bushes at Pentagon City because there's a whole bunch of rats that live over there.
You'd be in their home.
It's like they knew that they knew the mall closed or something. We walked out of there at like 9 o'clock, and then they were just like walking up the stairs.
Yeah,
not
coming out to
caring.
play.
Yeah, guess coming to get some
Looking
snacks.
for the scraps.
Blah.
Yep. All the restaurants dumping their food. They were ready. It's feeding hour.
It's feeding hour. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's get to it.
What is happening? Scam likely.
Nice.
You know, I worry about this whole scam likely things. Like, are we missing good phone calls because Google somehow thinks it's a spoofed number? I don't know.
They'd leave a voicemail if it was a good
Well, they can't leave a voicemail on mine because that's the one down thing about my T-Mobile voicemails. It fills up all the time.
Well, you gotta clean it out.
I do clean it out, but for some reason I can only, unless somebody's leaving like a 50 million minute message, I do clean it out. Anyway.
Interesting.
Is it? It's fine.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we start Wednesday. Wait, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it has been 2 weeks.
So,
well, provide you value in the beginning. 'Cause that is what Coach says that we should do in order to gather things. So last week we weren't here last week. This is 2 weeks behind, and so last week we actually had a very interesting learning moment that Jen can explain because it happened to her client.
I can't explain it.
No, you can explain what happened.
2 days before closing, they were told they had to bring an additional $30,000 to the table. Right. That's not funny. They had the money because they just sold a home they had very great proceeds coming from that sale. Totally not funny, but they were also buying their dream home, so they were like completely fine with the whole situation. A little surprised, but fine with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
you had
pull the conversation up between us and the lender because whenever Jennifer called, she was like, Maryland is insane. The taxes there are so much higher. They had to bring an additional $30,000 to the table. And I'm like, what? No. There's no way possible that like taxes are the reason why they had to do that. But it turns out in a roundabout way, that's exactly why. Because
it came down to their DTI. So maxed out on ratios. PG counties, the Prince George's wanted 1.5% for new construction, which messed with their approval. Taxes are a tiny bit higher in PG, which is what brought the ratios like really to the threshold that they could live at. So the tax rate in Prince George's County 1.29, but the new construction wanted 1.5%,
which is wild. I didn't think that. And Lisa did say that this is one of the only counties who does have such a higher tax rate based on new construction.
Yeah.
I guess it's because they haven't established a tax value yet, so they just wanted to have some kind of...
I'm like, or it's because they are able to put in so much new build throughout PG because they've got so much space for it, so they're raking in the coins.
Raking in the dough. It could be. I mean, there's so much land out there, they can actually have new construction going on. But what we learned is
PG's huge.
Yeah,
my God.
PG is huge, but the tax rates around these areas is something that we've never, in the 6 years we've been doing real estate, it's not something that we've ever really paid attention to.
Yeah.
But Virginia is at 1.1 and DC is 0.85 for the tax rate annually. So
0.85.
Yeah, I'm like, DC is the lowest one. I mean, It's a little crazy. In fact, there's a Lisa right now. Lisa, come here and explain. Come here.
We're just talking about you. Louis wants to say hello. Hi, Lisa.
So, here you
if
can.
he lets you, yeah.
And you're about to sit down and explain this. Yeah,
she's
she's like surprised. Our friend Lisa came. Our friend and lender Lisa came today. Look at her matches. We're so cute.
And then the brunette.
And then, I love this. Okay, well, we were just talking about the tax conversation. So,
okay.
Tell the world.
Well, hello world.
What a treat.
So every municipality has different property taxes. So by county, by state. So that really is going to impact what your monthly mortgage payment is, because your monthly mortgage payment is principal and interest on the loan, property taxes, and homeowner's insurance. So if you live in a high tax area, your property taxes are going to be a big portion of your mortgage payment. For example, not here. When I lived in Texas, property taxes are like 4 to 5%.
Seriously?
Ooh.
Why? Is it because the values are so much lower and they have to?
There's no income tax. So they make up the revenue by charging excessive property taxes. So we had a situation with a client last week where they were buying new construction. New construction, since the property hasn't been assessed yet by the county, don't really know what the taxes are going to be. So when we go in, we kind of estimate what we think they're going to be. But what had happened was,
You see what happened?
the taxes came in a lot higher than what we anticipated. That caused their mortgage payment to increase kind of significantly.
But they love the house, so they wanted to keep it.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to move forward. I think it was like a $300 a month difference. It was really a lot.
Oof.
But they really love the house. You know, we made it work. But that is one thing to be aware of when you're purchasing, and how that can impact your maximum qualification as well as what your monthly mortgage payment's going to be.
Well, I have a question even more about taxes now, because like you hear people say, it was like, well, I'm going to live in Virginia because the taxes are lower. I'm going to live in Maryland because they don't charge and whatever taxes they don't. How you hit the nail on the head whenever you say they're going to make it up in other ways. What other ways do the states make it up?
Personal property taxes. In Virginia, you've got to pay for your auto.
Versus Maryland,
Every
you
year.
do not.
Yeah, Maryland tends to have slightly higher taxes, but you know, Virginia has slightly lower taxes because they are charging you that personal property tax. My cars are registered in Texas, so I don't know what that is. I hear it's a lot.
What, being in Texas?
No, personal property
Personal
on
property.
autos.
Yeah, I think I paid $1,100 for my 2 cars this year.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. 'Cause
I
they're
know,
both
like, a
considered.
lot of people have told me, like, I don't want to buy a new car because my personal property taxes might go up. It's based on the value of
Interesting.
your auto.
Oh yeah.
I guess I've never
Yeah.
even considered that. I just like every year I have to pay it, and it is what it is. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel says you ladies look beautiful.
Oh.
Thanks.
Rachel nailed those floors.
Yeah, she did. They look great.
He's got the worst poo-poo mouth ever.
Oh, but he gives kisses.
Yes, you're gonna want to wash
Louis
your
is
hands
smell-
after that. 'Cause
Louis.
Your hands are gonna smell like poo.
Louis is a smelly boy.
He is, but he's my handsome, smelly
He's very
boy.
handsome.
Yeah. Anything else about taxes we should know?
You know, everyone has to pay them. They're unavoidable.
So make sure whenever you're getting your qualifications that you're taking into consideration where you're going to live. If you're going to live in jurisdictions, make sure that you are like thinking about living in multiple jurisdictions, whether it be DC, Maryland, Virginia, you take into consideration the highest tax amount whenever it comes to your qualification, so you're not stuck.
Yeah, at the last minute.
Yeah, at the last minute going, "Surprise!"
Yeah, and if you're working with a loan officer, let them know you're looking in multiple jurisdictions. And normally what we'll do is we'll calculate everything based on the highest one, so that you're covered.
Good. And taxes, well, net taxes. So whenever you're looking at Zillow, because you know you all are out there on your little mortgage calculators, use on your mortgage calculators.
Not accurate.
Not accurate. But if you're going to put a tax rate in there because you just want to see what's going on, what 1.29 is that the highest around here?
Yeah, I would say like 1.3, 1.4 would be the highest.
Gotcha.
You'd be safe. That's probably really on the high side, but that covers you.
Yeah, so at least you know.
But
Yes,
if you
PG
want an
English.
accurate calculation of what your mortgage payment would be, talk to your mortgage lender. Like me.
Yeah, like me, like Lisa with Loan Depot. She's wonderful.
Thank you.
What a treat that you walked in as we were talking
I
about
know.
this.
Right?
Well, it
Like,
didn't
surprising.
take as long to get down here as I thought it would.
It's not. We're not far. People
No,
for some
it's
reason,
25 minutes
right?
from Old
People,
Town.
people
Yeah.
for some reason think we live out in like the sticks. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, man. We like are literally on the other side of Fairfax County.
I thought it was the sticks, but it's 25 minutes. It wasn't bad at all.
This is awesome. Yeah, we have a team meeting on Wednesday, so Lisa was gracious enough to come down and see us today. How's your puppy?
Good.
Good.
Well, she had the surgery, so that's
Oh,
was
what
one
was
of the
happening?
side effects of the surgery. It freaks you out, though.
Yeah.
Like-
like
What
no.
side effect happened? I didn't know anything.
She was peeing blood.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was totally planned. LOL. That's good, Angie. Poor little thing.
Wait, when was she peeing blood? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Is she okay this morning?
She's fine. They said
Okay.
it was just a normal side effect of she had a surgery on her bladder, so
Oh.
just a side effect.
Yeah.
It was fine for a while, and then all of a sudden, like giant blood clots.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't only sell real estate, we also have fur babies in our
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Have to take care of, for sure.
Do you
So
wanna Sit
sad.
back down. I'll get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, get some coffee.
Thanks, guys.
We've got Biscotti
Thanks,
out
Lisa.
there, whatever channels. Biscotti.
Oh yeah.
We love
Got
that,
all the
Lisa,
things.
with Lone Depot.
We do.
She's the best.
She's so excited she popped in today.
I know. Louis was
Yeah.
happy to see her too.
For sure.
Aren't
Well, we'll
ya?
do a quick run through of how the rest of our week fared out last week. So Wednesday for you, we gotta really do this thingy.
Yeah, Wednesday was the walkthrough and closing for the dream home. So cute watching Darius talk about golfing with the builder, and that was a really good experience too for them to do the walkthrough with the builder. Great guy.
We were
Super
worried
great
there
guy.
because it's a very small builder. It wasn't a national builder that they do like maybe 10 houses a year.
Yeah, but
And-
he's been in the business since '86. He used
Oh,
to do
wow.
whole subdivisions, but
That's
he's
cool.
like,
I just
kinda
want to do what I
pulling
want to
back
do
now.
now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, he was great.
Yeah. Well, I like my last Wednesdays. We sold a piece of land. You know, it's funny because land used to take forever to move, and that's what the kind of what we told our seller whenever he came in and we were having this conversation. We're like, Jeff, it's a beautiful piece of property. It's out there in Rutherglen, but I don't think that it's going to move very fast. So I just want to get your expectations there. And sure enough, first day on the market, we had somebody go out there and they loved it. And then the next day, and then 1 week later, we got a full price offer from basically no contingencies, no financing, no appraisal,
Awesome.
none of that. I was like, holy moly! I think it's
10
because
acres.
10 acres. I think it's because he has a yurt on the property.
Uh-huh.
It was really quite humorous because he was going to build a yurt camp. I think was the intention whenever he
One
purchased that
for
land.
him and his wife, and then one for his son and his son's wife.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So they're going to do big
And he had
yurts.
recruited us. We were supposed to go
Go
out there and
build the
help
yurt.
put the yurt up.
Yeah.
I was like,
Ooh,
Jeff,
about that.
I'll order pizza for everybody while they're building the yurt. But
I don't
me
know
and
if I
these
get-
nails don't build things.
But needless to say, they decided to get a camper and travel the world instead.
Yeah.
So they let the yurt camp go. So now she is under contract with a new
awesome.
family who's going to live on there without yurts. Well, they wanted to keep the yurt, so the yurt's conveyed
Oh,
as
yeah?
personal property with the sale. So that was pretty humorous.
Love that.
And I also got my closets installed on Wednesday, which was the most impressive. So let me tell you a little story about Nicole. I with Container Store, because we own the one of the services that we offer through East Ivy Staging is an organization service. We get a pretty significant discount at Container Store. I also get a little bit arrogant whenever I go in there and I'm like, oh, I know. Here's my measurements. This is what I want. I already know what I want. Let me sit with the installer. I was like, well, I tried to do it online, but the online planner said I couldn't do it. I said, but it's wrong. So go ahead and put this in here and do it. Sure enough,
The online planner is wrong.
the online planner
I'm
is
right.
wrong. I'm right, and I'm not really that rude. I'm a very
No,
sweet
no.
in person, but this is me reenacting myself.
You only got rude when she tried to tell you couldn't get the discount
I
that
know.
you wanted. And
I
you were
was
like,
so upset. I was like, wrong, because they have even deeper discount at Container Store right now for Alpha shelving if you buy 3 or more different solutions. So we had to have a conversation, me and that little lady. Anywho, so sure enough, Wednesday they come out, they do the install, and it fit. All right, I was right, it fit, and I couldn't open a single drawer.
what she didn't take into account is that little bit of side closet.
Right, because it's a double French door, and I didn't take into consideration the 5 inches on each side that would stop the drawers from coming out, and I was so upset. I was like, I did not just spend all this money on this custom closet. It's for my crafts. Like, I have a bunch of crafts and stuff. I used to scrapbook and do floral arrangements.
Collect
and
scissors.
and all this other stuff. And yeah, I was so upset I couldn't get those things out. So then last week I spent a day disassembling the closet and then moving everything over. And it looks fine because thankfully I know how to do that. But I was so frustrated.
No,
that
it looks really good.
Yeah, that I spent all this time and effort doing that whenever I hired somebody to come and do it, and I just had to disassemble what they did. But that's what I get for being arrogant and thinking I knew best.
These things
The
happen.
moral of the story is listen to Container Store whenever they tell you that this won't work, and I'll be like, yes, it does. You're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Thursday I woke up with this little situation, and it was like hard to swallow, and I'm like, oh my god, am I dying? What's going on? Naturally, everybody thinks COVID. And I'm like, I've had the vaccination. Okay, well, at least I won't die now. But no, just a head cold. I only get sick like once every year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's just a little congestion for about 5 days, and then I'm good. So
Well-
I sound worse than I feel. Like it's all on its way out, so I'm feeling better. But
Will woke up this morning and has a tickle in his throat. I was like, nope. So I grabbed I grabbed a big bottle of vitamin C and vitamin D and started throwing I call myself an oil witch because I have all of like the thieves and you know, all these oils. I was like, rub this on your chest, take this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nope, we're not doing this. Like, yesterday I went over to Angie's house and she has a bunch of echinacea. I was like, let me hold that echinacea. I feel fine, but I'm gonna give it to me.
It's best that way.
Yeah.
And then my little bed frame came in, and I
Did you put it together?
broke a nail putting it together.
But you put it together.
I did.
How do you feel sleeping higher?
I feel wonderful.
Good.
But it reminded me of why I don't mess with tools, because I broke a nail messing around with a wrench trying to get this little piece out. It was stupid.
Dumb.
And then in the end, all I had to do was like boop boop, tap it up from the bottom, and it came up. I was like, I just broke my nail. So then Friday I had to work like super slow on my computer because I had one broken nail. So this one is fake out of the 10. I have a fake one on here, a little fraudulency. So I had to like work really slow because I'm used to like using my nails to type, but this one was a nub, so I was like just like pointing. I was just typing like that all day. I was like, this is stupid.
You poor baby.
I know, I was devastated. Me and these nails.
Well, Thursday, I got to go to settlement for one of my clients from many moons ago. She bought a beautiful townhouse and sold a beautiful townhouse, and now she's buying a condo in Reston. So we got to do the walkthrough and see her dad. In fact, her dad introduced me to one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and I ended up ordering it. It's a converter for a light bulb that goes into, so you can take a socket, screw it in at the end of a light bulb, and then that's what he used to test all the outlets at the home inspection.
Oh.
I know, because normally we walk
That's way
around
better than-
because you have to wait.
Yeah.
There's no delay whenever you do that.
Yeah.
Because we walk around with the cell phone charger, just plugging it in, and if your phone does the thing, then I'm sure that can't possibly be good for your phone either. But anyway, so he has a light bulb, and I've never seen a home inspector use this before, but I was just like, Dad, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
So I bought a 4-pack for all of us.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so I'm
I like
excited
that.
about that.
I'll let the buyer do that. I'm not walking around testing outlets.
I know. It's on them to walk through anyway.
But I'm going to come back to me and be like, you tested the outlet. It doesn't work now. I'm like, you tested
You
it.
tested, but you could be the one with just like there's a couple things as we've gone along in life that really tickle me is whenever a home inspector brings popcorn to test the microwave to a home inspection, and then this whole like light bulb thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is clever.
That's cute. Cute.
But Friday for you?
Friday, Friday was a slam day in here. I had a pre-listing phone consult, showing upstairs Marina Landing right after that.
Did you guys end up writing on that Marina Landing?
The offer was drafted. But when they didn't sign it right away, I knew something wasn't right.
Gotcha.
And so they would have been forcing themselves to buy something that they didn't actually love. Yeah. They
Was
liked
that
it,
different than the
but-
other Marina Landing? Like builder grade versus beautifully upgraded?
Yeah.
That's what I thought from the pictures.
Yeah, it was much better in person than the
Uh-huh.
pictures. I will say that the pictures were very dull looking. In person, she did have a little twinkle to her, but it was more traditional.
Gotcha.
And it wasn't an end, so they were interiors. They lost some extra light and da 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 da. So, actually, I don't even know if that one's under contract.
It's not yet.
Because the first one that we wrote on, there were five offers and 3 were cash.
Yeah, I know. That's what we've been
Where
doing.
those cash buyers went.
Not there.
Interesting.
Isn't that right, Boo Boo Mouth?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, but anyhow, and then Belmont movie night was cute.
Yeah, but we had our first. Well, not our first. It was the first of the summer. We showed Doolittle, which was the cutest movie. If you haven't seen it, truly one of the best little movies I've seen in a long time. I was tickled.
Best little move.
Best little movies. But yeah, my Friday was nothing but meetings all day long.
I don't know if they'll be able to really see this, but that
Yeah.
was the view of movie night.
So the
The
giant.
screen is in the middle. There it is. So cute.
Yeah. And then we played poker with our neighbor. We have a.
Oh,
we had-
yeah?
Yeah, we went over to our neighbor's house and played poker on Friday night, which was fun. And then I automatically tried to get myself out very quickly because I really wanted to go watch the movie, so that's what I did. Yeah. Saturday was good. Wizard of Oz. Angie's kids did Wizard of Oz down in Stafford, which was very, very cute.
Excuse me.
You went to DC for the show. Your bodybuilding show.
Yeah, it was in Herndon. They call it a DC Pro because it's like the DC metro
got
area.
it.
Yeah. That was good. Went with one of the girls from the gym. Wrote the offer that morning for the Friday showing. which was a little hectic. So I was like, I have to get it done before I leave. And I packed my computer because they hadn't signed it yet, so I expected them to sign it while I was there. And the things we do that you all don't realize we do.
Right. Go ahead and draft this, but I don't want to sign it.
Yeah.
It's
Like, it's not just, our work doesn't just stop when we, like, plug some numbers into an offer. Like, once you sign it, we then have to download it, compile it into one beautiful format, attach an offer letter to it, make sure that we put a beautiful recap, include the lender. Like, there's so many pieces that go into just preparing and sending the offer.
It takes time.
Yeah. It's like the same thing with scheduling showings.
Yeah.
It's not just, hey, I want to go see this house. Okay, let's go. No. We got to make sure it's still fully available. We got to make sure that, there's not a showing restriction and times are flexible. And when we're doing multiples, making sure that your route makes sense and getting approvals. And
That's true.
so much, but it's
It's so much, but it's so fun.
It is so fun in the end.
It is fun
It's
in the
just,
end.
it's a lot of prep
Sure.
work for
Oh,
stuff.
Kelly made it. She says, hi, ladies.
Kelly,
girl,
where
hey.
is Kelly right now?
On traveling
She
somewhere.
Yeah, let me see. She's gonna end up telling us where she is. I think she's in Atlanta.
Oh, I'm hopeful that we are going to stop through Atlanta. We're driving to Florida on Friday. 14 hours.
Yeah, she's in Atlanta for the week for work.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
she's
Atlanta.
traveling fool.
I love it. Well, everybody's a traveling fool right now. It's
That's
like
true.
vacation, because I'm going to Florida at the end of this month, somewhere at the end of next month. And then when is Disney? October?
October.
Yeah, September, October.
to November.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
Got to get all these COVID traveling. It's like everybody's got that bug.
I ain't going nowhere in December. I'm done. I'll do those two and be done. Because you think about it, when you go on vacation, there's the prep going to vacation, there's being on vacation, and then there's the unwind from vacation. So, like, even if you vacay for 5 days, you're really vacating for, like, 8.
It's true. Will's like, he's like, are you even excited about going? I was like, have you ever seen me excited about leaving for a vacation? I was like, I'm trying to get everything done in order to be present for the trip.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get the stuff done, guess what goes with you on vacation? Work. And like, that's the last thing I want to be done. It's like, so yes, I'm very excited about being able to be with friends and family. I am not looking forward to trying to jam everything in here at the last minute. It's very stressful.
But you guys are also going for a whole week, so there's going to
there's
be
that
like
too.
a day or two that you'll probably want to.
Next Wednesday. Well, next Wednesday I'll be working because I've got Zoom calls all day. So
Yeah, oh, that'll be good.
yeah.
And then Sunday, she's in Atlanta. And then Sunday we did Father's Day with Bobo.
Bobo!
Yeah.
I love her family. They've adopted me as one of their children's. So
That's true.
and Will is one of their children's too.
That's true.
So,
He did say his adopted children.
so that
We
was
went to
sweet.
Dachau. That was good.
Yeah.
Love that.
And
Ty.
And then before that, I went and did a walkthrough of a house that we've got coming on the market, which happens to be one of my homes, which I'm going to be an emotional wreck about selling. I know I am because my dad did a lot of work in that house. Like he built bookcases and painted the house and did a lot of that stuff. So
And you'd be that girl and be like, this is worth this because my dad built the shelf.
No, I'm not. No, in
that's
fact,
good.
yeah, there's no way I could. It's like because logically I know it wasn't perfect. It was like
Yeah.
but it's still it's the memories of watching my dad put it up
Yeah.
and but I still have pictures. So it's one of those things like I can't preach the gospel of like sell your freaking house right now. If you don't need it, sell your house right now because the values are wild. I can't preach that gospel if I'm not going to follow through it with myself. So.
Yeah.
Whenever Ryan reached out, he was like, I think it's time for us to sell the house. And I was like, I think you're right. So that was that.
Go Ty.
So she'll be listed. Photos are tomorrow, so she'll be listed on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah. In
That's
Port Potomac.
exciting.
It is. I mean, it is exciting. Lenore cleaned it yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Like, who do I have for Port Potomac?
yeah, so it's the largest model in Port Potomac. If you're looking for a colonial out there, it's 2 double balconies, gorgeous, 6,000 square feet. It's massive and gorgeous, and designed by yours truly.
Then there's that.
And there's that.
And then Monday, as usual. I work from home Monday.
Work from home Monday.
All day long.
Mm-hmm.
All day long.
Rachel's crew installed my carpet on Monday, which is the softest carpet on the entire planet. I also learned something about carpet. You can't trust the videos. The videos told me that they were going to look like something. So I went and I looked at the carpet piece. I called Rachel. I'm like, I don't think I got the right carpet because this is not what it is in the video. So she reached out to Mohawk and They're like, nope, that's only if you look under a microscope it looks like that. I'm like, what?
Who's doing that?
Who's doing that? But needless to say, it is literally the softest carpet in the entire world. In fact, the dogs would rather lay on the carpet than the furniture.
Oh.
So it's like, it's wild, like watching everybody like laid out on it. I was like, this is all you guys were missing.
Yeah.
It's so soft. There's memory foam padding underneath it with a water barrier in case something gets spilled or a dog decides to pee on it or whatever. And it's also the only carpet that has a full guarantee against pet damage. So if they were to pee and you can't get it out with water, it's under warranty. So I was like, I refuse to live in a pee and poop house. I refuse. So
I like your PG version of that.
yeah.
We should call it a different P and P.
It's true.
Oh, PNS.
PNS. That's awful.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited. I will let everyone know how the carpet fares because I love it so much.
Yeah.
Jennifer came over and laid down on it. She's like, it's so soft.
Yeah.
It feels like silk. I've never felt a carpet like that
Yeah.
before. Like, it feels like it's a very wonderful carpet. Anywho, and then we also Brent came over from Freedom Boat Club on Monday, and we did the One Bridge Wanderer, so that's sent off to post-editing with Britton, and that'll be released here soon. Pretty cool.
He's on the struggle bus down here. Come on, bub.
Poor baby.
Oh, he's just so needy.
Which brings us to yesterday.
Tuesdays, those are my days off. Days off and training with coach. I say day off. What happened was Monday, all of the lead gen and work and touches and calls that I was making, people were responding late into Monday and then rolling into Tuesday morning. So I ended up talking to a lot of people yesterday actually, but it was fun talking. You know.
True story.
Did you not make sure everybody's doing okay? Moves went well.
Good.
Closings going to schedule. We got one today that some surprises came up, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh, I need to tell you about this whenever we get off this here.
You can't surprise your lender with gift money.
Oh, today's learning lesson. You can't surprise. Well, this is a learning lesson. This is just a surprise.
Yeah.
No bueno.
So, we'll see.
Yeah.
But we're keeping everything on schedule as planned.
I love it.
Yeah. Lender's working our magic.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yesterday I went down to Stafford and talked to Angie for a bit because I didn't drop off your check whenever I thought I was going to. I left it sitting at home. So I went and did that yesterday. I was like,
because today would have been the day that I emailed Jeanette, hey,
Hey,
Jeanette,
Jeanette,
just checking on the status of disbursement.
yeah, you should probably, because the last time this happened, they did it the same day. So I know Angie got over there yesterday and dropped it off. So
okay, I'll send her a note tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be good. But then Matt's coaching calls, got all the greyhounds, met with a seller in the neighborhood with Kendra last night. Very sweet guy, waterfront unit. Very excited about that coming on in the next couple of months. Yeah. And then that leads us to today with you fine people.
Yeah.
So what was your week highlight last week?
I don't really have one single thing. It was just a good week all in all. Very productive. I don't want to say that the closing was the highlight because that was it was one of the highlights.
Mm-hmm. Well, my highlight was going to dinner with Mamo and Babo.
Oh, that's
going
so
to lunch.
nice.
Yeah, I love her family. They're wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I can't even name one highlight because that was great.
Yeah. There was a lot of great things that happened last week.
Yeah.
Closing and time and all that. If I had to pick one, it would be Mamo and Babo.
Yeah. I got sick. I kept working. That was a highlight, That was good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I realized that Britton, he's lost 40 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I commented, he was like, yes, sis. He was like, watching you go. That was you. I was like, no, babe, that was you. He was like, well, you kept me going. I was like, yes. It looks amazing. So good. So that was a highlight, too, Anyway.
You're learning. This is an interesting learning moment because I didn't know about this.
Oh yeah, home inspection companies have claim departments, so matters can be escalated if the proper documentation is provided. So we had a home inspection 2 weeks ago, and when the seller got back from being out of town, he found a couple things that weren't the way that they were when he left before he went out of town, and so he's trying to blame the home inspection company, and I'm like, I didn't see anything break. I didn't hear anything break. Nobody said anything when we were there.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's $400 worth of work, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, so it's been escalated up, and there's been some back and forth, and so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing major. Like, it wasn't anything super crazy, but enough that, like, nobody wants to come home and, find things broken.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my learning moment for the week was talking with a bunch of other agents and experiencing the same thing, that our market is going flat a little bit, where everything is kind of easing up, and homes that were taking an hour to sell are now taking, 7 days.
the normal time?
Yeah, 7 to, I mean, and our market has been, if it's presented appropriately, our market has always been very fast around here.
Yeah.
But you're not seeing as many offers. The values are still high, and there's some residuals. Like, there's a story that I heard yesterday from one of our agents down in Stafford that the agent didn't call the listing agent on the other side, and they just automatically presented an offer $10,000 over list price, and they didn't have any other offers, so they just took it. But that could have been avoided should the buyer's agent call the listing agent and said, "Do you have any offers?"
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and don't just go right in over. Like, go in at list and then offer an
escalation clause. So
max out your people if you don't have to.
Yeah. So that was just my learning moment. Was just like, always sit back, because we've noticed it, but then I was like, is it a fluke between all of us? And then, like, talking to the grander agent base around here, everybody's kind of experiencing the same thing, where the market's going a little bit flat, which is exciting for our buyers. Yeah. But favorite lunch?
I was looking at this one. Sorry, I thought that they got concessions. So one over here in Vestal that closed last week, there was 16,000 concessions given.
Wow.
Yep.
You can get it in this market.
They escalated price though to make up for it. But what was your favorite lunch? Oh, Ada's on the River last week with Lisa. It was dinner, but it was really delicious. Really good.
I don't even know what my favorite food was last week. I really love that pho the other day. So we go there a lot, but the Epic Food Hole over here in Woodbridge, we wanted to go to Old Town to go eat at a delicious restaurant, but then she was at a consult, so it took a little bit longer. So we're like, no, let's just stay local. So we went over to the Epic Food Hall over off of Minnieville, and went to the pho spot in there, and it was really good. So that was my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, well, 11 on the dot. We
11 on the dot, we gotta go. So we have our team meeting today, but thank you for joining us, you fine people, on this
Wednesday afternoon.
Wednesday morning.
I
was like, what year is it?
Monday felt like Friday.
It's true. Anyways, we will not see you next week because I will be on vacation, but we will see you the following. So we love you and have a wonderful East and Ivy day.
Bye.
Uh-oh.